Hey, welcome to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we're going to go into the Darkroot Garden, where we have already opened this up with the Crest of Artorias. That is a $20,000 item, 20,000 soul item, found at the Andre the Blacksmith, and I think that the Undead Parish. So you can come right in here. I have already come in here a couple times just to harvest souls, so you will probably get jumped by the Knight and then this Mage. I recommend if you are going to try to take on both, to back up, basically back to the bonfire. That's how I went about it. Once you take out the Knight the first time, he seems to kind of stay off to the side of the forest. We'll go through that as well. Just be very careful in here with where you go. I do not want to be pushing him this way. I want to push him back towards the bonfire, as there are multiple other guys that will come in here and jump you with him. So I got 10 flasks right now. I did not kindle at that fire pit just yet, but I might be doing that eventually. I'm going to see if I can get to at least the boss, as I like taking on the boss. This guy is not too hard, but he does cause a lot of blood loss, which will lead to you dying pretty quickly. But he does not hit particularly hard. This is also a really good area to practice your parrying. I like to do it on the bigger set guys. I feel like they're a little easier. We're gonna make our way to Cid's Forest or Cid's Fortress, as well as we're gonna want to have that parrying skill kind of down. So there's the mage in here. There's a knight. There's an archer. That the knight and the archer actually kind of stay together once you come in here a second time. Or take out, I think you have to take out the knight technically once before he moves. So just kind of follow this path that I'm taking. I found this to be the easiest way. This next guy that we're going to take on hits quite hard. He's usually a 2-hit kill, so I'm just going to heal just in case. Also, once you don't have to continue to take on these guys, but I recommend you harvest a good amount of like souls from this area and level up a couple times. I probably leveled up like 5 to 10 times before starting this video. Alright, let's give it one more try on that parry. So once you enter the Covenant that I'm going to show you soon here, you will not be able to fight these guys. They'll just kind of be your friendly guardians, and you have to, I think, break the Covenant for them to attack you. So make sure you keep your endurance. Ooh. That's that 2-hit kill I was talking about. So this is not my smoothest run right now, but it's getting the job done. So this guy will heal. He doesn't hit the hardest, but he is a little annoying because of that healing power. So let him back up a little bit and let him crouch, and then do not let him finish that attack or finish that move. That is his healing power. You can usually knock him off the map here as well. That's what happens when you run out of endurance. But that's that parry move right there. It takes him down about half health. You can see, we're not even through yet. We still have a couple more to go. There's another area in here that I will show off later about when we take on the Hydra. So there's still the Knight to take on and the Archer. So you can kind of come back here. So this is basically the entrance right here. You can see the stairs right there. So come over this way and work your way up a little bit. So if you go off to the right here, there's going to be more of those deadly trees. And it looks like I have awoken at least a couple of those already. So, same with kind of earlier in the game. They're not the most difficult, but when you start getting on, like, I think you could get like 8 of them trying to attack you at one time. And at this point, I'm already over here, so might as well just finish them off. There should be an item over here somewhere. Let's take this guy out too. Okay, so that is the item I'm looking for. So this one you can kind of follow the wall on the right side as you enter this area, and you can find this area. Recommend doing it after you take out like the ghosts and the protectors of the forest, as you do not want all of them running at you at one time. So careful over here, as you do not want to get knocked off the ledge. You can see I'm going through fast here, pretty fast, but once we join the Covenant, we can kind of just go back to that bonfire, and we won't have to worry about those guys. We can see the Hydra here. So somewhere in this area, I'll have to kind of take a look for it. There's going to be a ladder in an area we can work down to kind of just snipe the Hydra. Right now, that's not my mission. Right now, I just want to join that Covenant. I've leveled up in this area as much as I can, really. And also, if you have the DLC, to access the DLC, you need to take out that Hydra. There will be like a little teleporter basically behind that Hydra. And from there you can access the DLC. So here's the way, I think, down to get to the Hydra. I'm going to head back a little bit more towards the middle of the forest and try to find that knight. Probably going to regret using that flask, but I thought I might as well take on the guy with full health. So, should be in this area. You can see the entrance is right there. What am I hearing? Oh, okay, there we go. So here's like a Robin Hood type archer. He's not particularly hard himself, but with the knight, he can join up on you pretty quick. The knight hits pretty hard as well. So that's a 5,000 souls. I think he had some items. I might have lost that. But that's okay. So from here, we can head back over towards the back. So you can always skip that. You can kind of just take on the main 4 guys, and then come here and you will find a big cat.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
So this is your choice here on whether or not you want to join the Covenant. For right now, I'm going to.
Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
So you go, yes again.
I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant. And here taketh this ring.
Alright.
If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own family. To thine kinsman forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
Okay, so that should be maxed out there.
My hope.
And we did get a ring, so we can take a look at that if we have something better than what we currently have. Okay, so it's to pretty much just summon the cat. So right now I'm going to go back and I will get some more flasks, and I'll show you guys that we can come through this area now without the ghosts and without the guys in the forest trying to attack us. And then we can work our way onto the boss. Right now I'm not entirely sure if I am strong enough. I like to take on this boss with a large weapon. I don't really have a large weapon that I'm happy with just yet, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to take on the guy. So, right now, so you can see here, right in front of him, no problem. Do not attack them either, as that will cause some problems. I don't even remember taking on this guy.
I've heard all about you. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form fight and hunt as you like. Only don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance for any reason. That's about. Don't worry. Great to have you with it.
So you can even see it there, he's telling you do not mess with them.
Don't
You're
worry,
not going to be
you'll
getting a second
hunted.
chance. There, one more over here. So the cat did mention that Artorias is not real. The cat is not accurate. You fight, I think it's Artorias in the TLC. And for this area, we are going to take on, I believe it's Artorias' pet. There's not much explanation in this game about the lore of the game and the bosses, but if you do want to read up on them, the Wikipedias and there's like different websites that will tell you more about the lore, and it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff in this game. It's just they don't really explain it. So we need to work our way down here. Let's see if I can get down here without killing myself. And like I mentioned before, I like to have a large weapon to take on this guy. Technically it's not a guy, it is a wolf. but we'll see if we can get through this. So he's going to do that diving attack a lot. And that move right there. If you get hit by that, you might just die. I should have died right there, personally. So not a great first run, but I'll give it another couple chances. See if I can get in there and get a better attack. Hey guys, so from here we can work over from the cat to this next area down here. And behind this building there should be a chest. Right here. So this will have a lot of heavy armor in here. You have to have a lot of strength to use that one. I missed that on the initial run over to the wolf, but we can now work our way over. So avoid the mushroom guys for now. We'll try to take them on after we beat the boss. They'll pretty much, the kid mushrooms will take you over to their parents over there, and the big mushrooms will probably just kind of lay on you and just try to smash down. They're kind of hard to take out. They just have a lot of health and they hit quite hard. Right now, I want to go on to the wolf. So I'm going to shield just right off the bat here. He's going to go with that attack pretty much every time. So he's not going to really do anything until he fully backs off. Try to hit him with the RT attack as much as possible. Those RB attacks don't do too much. I recommend having like a claymore. And don't let him push you out from under his stomach. Should be probably a one-hit kill for him at that point. So right now I'm starting off pretty well. He likes to do that kind of jumping attack. That one right there is his main kind of one-hit kill, basically. Ooh, I didn't think that hit. So you can see why I like to use like a larger weapon, which I do not have right now. Especially those, like, I think they're called the Black Knight Greatswords, are kind of my favorite to use on this guy. You need a little bit more attack room and range when you're under his stomach like that. Ooh, that was close. But at this point, I kind of have to just give him the RB attacks just because I can't quite hit him with that RT. That move, same thing, just avoid it. And just kind of wear him down. Recommend using a resin if you can, like a pine resin. I think he does not like fire. Let him just jump away. He's going to come back at you. So you can also do that if you're having a hard time with this fight. Go to an Orlando first. Oh, I didn't think that hit. Interesting. Okay. So you just gotta be a little bit picky with when you use your flasks. Don't want to get hit by that one. So I've got him about halfway down. Oop. You can see I'm kind of struggling to just even hit him. Just because I don't have much range. But once I can get in on him, I can at least give him some attacks. Just in case, I'm gonna flask here. Gotta love that lag. Keep your stamina up. Come on. Just need to get through this. So you can kind of tell the way he moves his mouth is the way he's going to attack. Like if he's going to do right to left, right there, he's not going to do that full swing. Now he's going to do that full swing. Oh! Oh, I am very lucky there. You do not, yeah. You want to get hit by the kind of half attack, not that full swing. And that is the Great Wolf. Sadly, he is just kind of a puppy. That's part of the kind of lore of this game. You should definitely read up on him. I think he's protecting you, or protecting Artorias. And there's also an item back here. We can grab this. It's the Hornet Ring. So let's go check this out. Havel's Ring. Boost critical attacks. I'm not going to use that right now. So I'm going to go back to the bonfire and heal up, and then I will head over to a different area of the forest, and try to take on the Hydra. So also, we now have, let me see if I can find it, Sif's soul. So I do have a Firekeeper soul I need to use. We have the soul of Quaalude, we have the Moonlight Butterfly, and we have the soul of Sif. Soul of Sif is a pretty awesome soul. I'll kind of go through the specs of what it can create. It should create like 2 different versions of a sword. I think they're great swords, and then a shield. And I'll kind of go through the specs on those later. We're getting close to an Orlando. We just need to go through the keep, the fortress, and we can work our way to Orlando. And there is where we can start using the boss souls to create weapons. So as I head back, I'll probably just cut this video off here, and I will see you guys on my next video. I'll probably start back in this area, as it's just easier. We can kind of skip around and get into the Hydra and take on those mushrooms. Alright guys, I'll see you on my next video.